All right, so as I go on this journey and I'm living in my car and I'm traveling around and I'm living out of a tent or wherever, a Cracker Barrel, I'm going to start talking about more van lifey types of things. You might call them car camping or car life. I don't know, doesn't matter to me. I'll probably just use van life tag since that's popular, just to get people's awareness of what I'm doing. I'm supposed to share, aside from the extraterrestrial stuff and all that I encounter, the van life aspect, and that you can do this on your own. I had somebody come to me actually very quickly after I jumped in the car to leave. So for those of you who don't know, there's a story on my website, my blog, that has the information of why I left, all that. I'll be writing more on it. But essentially April 1st, I jumped in the car, I left, I took off, packed it, took off. Don't want to be part of the rent game, which I will have to be again at some point, because I have cats and I have to find a place to house them. They're at my mom's right now. So I'll figure out a home base, but I was never going to figure out a home base if I didn't get in the car, start traveling, free myself, so that I could get to a place where I can move. A lot of people are in a situation similar where their current environment is draining all their expenses, all their energy, so they can't actually get to move, get to the next step. And so it's like getting rid of that gives you the freedom and the financial stability, I guess. It's not really stability, but the energetic movement is what my guys are saying. They're like, energetic movement, the flow, the opening, the heart opens more, the magnetism, the law of attraction, the magnetism of your energy opens, because when you don't have all that stuff holding you back, or draining you, that means more magnetizes to you. And that's what I experienced. I left April 1st. I was having super, super hard financial times, and the community helped jump me into the van life scenario. They helped me jump into that space. And I went, okay, what am I going to do? I don't have a ton of money, I have a budget and all of that. My guys are like, we want you to go here, we want you to go to Key West. I'm like, I don't know if I have the money to do that. We want you to go to Orlando was a big one. They wanted me to camp in Orlando, and I finally did. That was a story in and of itself, but I was like, I don't have the money to do that right now. It's not in the budget. Key West, Florida, I camped in Georgia at one point. It's like, where's the budget type of thing? And they were like, no, you don't have to worry about it anymore. You're done. You don't have to worry about it, because you are embracing your authenticity. And that's the key. For those of you out there, it might not be traveling like I am. It might be something else, but you have to embrace your authenticity to open the flow. They're saying the moon too. I had learned, so I'm not big on astrology. Not that I don't believe in it. I just don't know a lot about it. I can barely tell you what all the zodiac signs are. It's not my thing. And so, and they want me to be clear so people don't think this is a judgment against it. It's not my thing because of the commercialism of astrology. It is real. It has energy. It is a true existence type of thing. But it is so much more complicated than your sun sign or a daily astrology. Like, that stuff is nonsense. You have to look beyond that. You have to look at everything, all the energies the soul brought in. They're sidetracking, so I'm trying to get them back. So I take off, and all of a sudden my finances open up. I start booking readings. People are loving my content. They're loving the nature. The biggest thing I get is like, we love seeing you in nature and hearing the birds and the animals and seeing the things that I'm encountering. Finances opened up. Support opened up. Every time I needed something, boom, the money showed up. Guys would be like, go here. And I'd be like, oh, that budget. They're like, don't worry about it. Money would show up. And not just the money, but more than what I needed typically. And so it freed me. It was one of the things that freed me to do this work. I was able, for the first time in a long time, to sit down the other day in a Panera, and for like 4 hours, I drew a being that belonged to me, not to somebody else. When I was in my apartment, I could only really have the energy to do the work for clients, to do the readings and the other work. And I was able to work on a project for me, which was like super awesome, because that's the stuff I can really put time and energy into. And so it opened everything up. I learned, again, back to my moon sign, they're saying, I was looking at my moon sign, which is Sagittarius, and they travel is a big thing. And they're saying, like, part of your authenticity you can learn by looking at your moon sign. And that's part of what I saw, is if you embrace what it is about your moon that is authentic to you, it opens up your financial flow. And that's what they were getting at. And they told me, as long as you continue to travel, it doesn't matter if you get an apartment, because I will need to, they know that. It doesn't matter when or that comes. It matters that I continue traveling, that I continue to embrace my authenticity. If I don't, if I get stagnant, everything will dry up again. But if I continue to do what I love to do, which is travel, exploration, walk, which is why I'm such a good light gritter, is because I like to be in that space, so they're always able to run and tons of energy through me into different areas. And even like walking around low vibrational communities, I find it interesting to see the perspective, to see the different things. It's part of my truth, my nature. See all different aspects of life, experience all different ways of living, and talk to people who are poor or rich. I was doing that this week. I was talking to, all kinds of different people from different financial backgrounds, different childhood backgrounds, learning all kinds of different things that I wasn't aware of. And so I embraced it. And as I embraced it, my journey in van life was easy. It was simple. It was freeing, is the word. Freeing. And so I'm going to keep going on this journey. I'm going to end up doing some more videos here about what I intended this video to be, was actually like the difficulties of it. But it turned into kind of more, I guess, a welcoming video for the playlist maybe. And it's freeing, it's exciting, you get to travel all over the place. Yes, you're sleeping in your car, but you're not homeless, you're houseless. There's a difference. I made a choice to sleep in my car. It wasn't circumstance that forced me out. I made a choice and decided, I'm going to do this. I don't care what anybody thinks. And I'm just going to be happy. And I got in the car, and it's the happiest I've ever been. People have said that time and again from the videos that have followed me for years. They're like, you're just so much happier doing this. I'm like, yeah, it's my truth. When I travel, I do need periods where I have breaks. So I'm at my mom's right now, so I have an energetic break for a few days. Plus I want to see my cats. One of them's not doing very well, and it's probably going to be the last time I see her, unfortunately, because I won't be able to be back for about 3 months. And so I guess I don't know why I even said that. They're just saying, like, for healers to send like love and light type of thing to the cat. Yeah, and you can probably feel that if you're watching this. It just kind of dropped me for a minute. So I'm here, I'm resting, I'm relaxing, and that's so I don't burn out before I get out there, because the driving is intense. But it's the most freeing thing, where you're not bound to anything. You're not bound to a physical location. You can get up and move. You don't like where you're at, you can get up and move and go. It doesn't matter. And a lot of people still to this day worry about it. Some people look down on it. Some people just don't understand it. It's authentic. If it's authentic to you, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I don't care what you like to do, as long as you're following the laws of the universe. You're not harming anybody. You're not forcing anybody to do anything. You're not acting from ego. You're doing everything out of love. The most authentic things to you are what are going to break open your financial flow, your energetic flow, the universal flow of everything for abundance. Abundance doesn't just mean money. It means joy, time, love, experience, everything. So embrace your authenticity for abundance. I'll do more videos on van life. Love you all.